Hi, I'm Wes Crawford, and right now we're going to talk about the feet a little bit. We want to have, again, proper technique, efficient technique with the feet to do the job that they need to do when performing on the drum set, so that, again, we can extend our technique as far as it will possibly go, and we won't get tired too quickly. So I recommend starting out by putting both feet flat on the pedals. Just about everything I'm going to say about the feet right now, you can find exceptions and situations where you need to vary this a bit. But what I want to stress is to begin your study of drums by using this technique, because this is very natural, but it might be just a little bit hard for you at the same time. It's a very natural technique and will be easy as far as not wearing yourself out. Put your feet flat and forward. I call it the 3 F's, feet flat and forward on the pedals. Let's start with the bass drum. Start with your ankle back. We want to make the strokes with the ankle. And we're going to do a quick jab to the bass drum head, and the pedal should rebound to get the most full round sound and the most low fundamental out of the bass drum. Get used to performing this way. Again, you're going to see people that don't. But get used to doing it this way so that you can when it's appropriate, and then you can do other ways when you want a different sound. But I'm going to demonstrate this ankle stroke technique. Most of my weight is on the ball of the foot. And as soon as I strike, I'm relaxing so that the spring brings the pedal, the beater back. You don't want to leave the pedal after you strike the bass drum head, because then the spring will bring it back and it'll wag and it'll be out of control. You don't want that. So you're not just stomping with your toe. Now you'll see a lot of people play with their leg, and you get this kind of action, okay? You can get a lot more power with your leg, and you're going to be in situations maybe playing in a fraternity basement with 3 guitars turned up to 11 where you need more power out of your bass drum. And you can do that, but you're not going to ever be able to play too fast if you're depending on your leg. That's why you want to get used to using your ankle, so that then when you incorporate your leg, you have some ankle motion too. I'm doing this, even with my leg involved. Okay? So get used to that. Now if you want a muffled sound on the bass drum, we just hold it in. You can bring your whole leg down. See the difference? Hopefully you can hear the difference. With the hi-hat foot, it takes some pressure and some strength to keep the hi-hat closed at first, in particular when you didn't realize it did. So what you want to do, the resting position of the hi-hat, you want to think of as the cymbals being closed, so you're, again, using the ball of your foot to extend the pressure to keep the cymbals together, so you're fighting against the spring. So then when you want to make a sound, a chick sound, you'd go. You can do it. A lot of times we do use more leg here. We need more power to make it speak, and if you're not going fast. But again, I want you to practice with your ankle strokes too. And all of this will prepare you for possible double bass drum pedal playing later on or something too. We also sometimes want to get a splashy sound out of the hi-hat for an effect. And that you can do with your ankle. Or you can actually sort of stomp down on the pedal with your heel a little higher up. And that can come in handy. So these are the basic techniques with the bass drum and the hi-hat pedals. Again, bass drum pedal should be relaxed, use ankle strokes. Hi-hat, you're actually putting physical force down to keep it closed, and then you can bring it up to make it, and back down to make it sound. But I do emphasize thinking of the resting position as it closed, because most often we're hitting with a stick with the hi-hat cymbals closed.